Atlanta Sonic Expo 2026 have came and gone, but the memories are forever. Funny how my two favorite weekends of the year happen in Atlanta: MomoCon and Sonic Expo. I guess you guys should go to Atlanta. Atlanta was amazing, full of traffic. That is what it's known for, at least in my head, just traffic 24/7. But today's video, I'm going to talk about my experience that I had from Sonic Expo, second year going, and fantastic time, just fantastic time. So today I'm going to talk about what we had with the fam and the experience we had the entire weekend. So we leave Charlotte around 12 p.m. We make like 1 or 2 stops, and we make it to Atlanta around like 5 p.m. and we make it to the hotel. We pull up to the Residence Hotel where we stayed, and it was actually pretty much down an elevator and a couple steps forward to where the Sonic Expo was being held. It was connected to the Cobb's Galleria, so not too far away, which is really cool. I hope next year they go back to that venue, because that venue was extremely spacious, and there was a lot of nice places to go, like tons of food, things to do there. It was amazing, good spot. So hopefully they go back there next year. So we go ahead and get our badges, and pretty much that was the main idea. We get there a day early, we get to relax, and we get our badges, and we did a little bit of snooping around.
Snooping as usual, I see.
Or prep for Friday. So again, the layout from this year Atlanta versus last year, that it was a lot more space, and everything just felt felt very nice. Everything felt good. Everything looked neat. I love what they did this year with the whole the theme, and they voted this year for next year. The theme is going to be Sonic Carnival, and unfortunately I did vote for Sonic Carnival, but after I voted and my sister went with the Chow Garden, low key I think the Chow Garden would have cooked, but oops, my bad. But anyway, yep, these are my little I almost said cutouts, but kind of like I don't even know, these standees, there we go, couldn't say the word, that I got from the auction, when we're gonna talk about once we get to Sunday. But fortunately walked away with probably the biggest dub, because I spent the least amount of money for some of the best standees there personally. So anyway, so course on Friday still talking about Thursday, because again we were walking around, so we knew where the main stage was. We have the panel room 2. Those are pretty much where most of the kind of like the panels were, right? Main stage were for like the bigger events, the bigger names, kind of like Phoenix and a whole bunch of voice actors and stuff like that. And panel room 2 was more for the side, more flexible room where a lot of people can like sign up and have their little panels run in the side and stuff, right? But fantastic, a lot of cool panels. I should have a little layout on each day where each panel we did every single day, so I'll have that posted when I talk about the start of the day and we talk about panels. But fantastic panels, like so many good panels. One day I feel like I want to host a panel one day, but we'll see. Of course we have the chill zone, we have the jam zone. Of course the chill zone is where you chill. I actually never walked in a room, but it's a place where you can just kind of chillax, hang out, a place you can take a little breather and have a great time. And of course the jam zone, which I honestly didn't walk in there either. I think my sister walked in there once or a couple times, but not exactly sure. But there's where artists can play their little music. You can again kind of relax, but you have music and you have people that are playing songs live in the room, so cool. And of course, you have the art gallery, which is basically kind of like the open area where you can sit down. Again, it's like another chill zone, in my personal opinion. But over to the side, you can actually go buy art that people post and auction and stuff like that. And then over to the side, you have your registrations, and of course, you have your merch area where I got like the cool glasses and the t-shirts and the Miku sticker right here, which is freaking adorable. Look at her, she's so cute. So yep, we have that. And of course, in the back of the main stage, and I thought this was a fantastic idea, that have some more tables that you can sit down and you can kind of plan out your event or your weekend. And then beside that, it was the Spin Dash Diner where you could actually buy food that was related to Sonic, like the chili dogs, the golden rings, which were basically kind of like a glazed donut with like some I guess like some yellow frosting and stuff on it, so it was really cool. And then of course, still connected to the main hall, you have the exhibitor hall where you can go and buy things. And this is the part where you come with a budget, but you know dang well you're going over there and you're just going crazy because there's so many cool things that you can buy. So yep, unfortunately my budget there was 200 and I went into the 500 department, so we're not going to talk about it. I'm going to include the standees part of that too, because Cosmos was 80 and it was signed by Amy, which voiced Charmy B and Cosmos, and she actually signed my standee, which I didn't know she was doing that. She was actually the first person to sign any standees, and all the other standees from there went up to like $300, $400, and $500, especially when Jason Griffin gave away Shadow for about $490, and then Stone, which he auctioned off Eggman, and himself, because he was also a standee. Those were like $450 and $5, like it was ridiculous. A lot of the standees went for ridiculous amounts. There was a standee for Miku, and I think she went for like $450. So like me walking out with Cream for $50 and Cosmos for $80, I was actually really shocked that I walked off with that. So I'll take it. But more details on Sunday. I think that pretty much wraps up Friday or Thursday. Friday, this is where the actual con starts. Of course, we have a ton of panels that we had to go to. Met a lot of the voice actors, like Jason Griffin was there, Stone, Amy. We had Dan Green, and again, a lot of other voice actors. One for like Silver. Jules was there, the one that voices Knights, and just a ton. It was like 15 voice actors. So amazing, very funny, hilarious. Love when the voice actors interact with each other. It's like some of the best parts of the weekend. And then of course afterwards, we went to the game room. We like, I'm a gamer, right? So this is like my department. I love the competitive side when we had to get signed up for different games and play. So the two games I signed up for was the Segathon, which is like a whole bunch of random Sonic games or Sega games, and I didn't know any of them except for like one, and actually got 5th place, which is amazing. Finals were presented on Sunday, and it went into like 2 brackets and stuff like that. So it was like a Friday pool 1, and then pool 2 was Saturday, and then whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna probably make a separate post of me playing in the tournament, because I was on screen a couple times, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like I kind of got lucky. I kind of figure out the games as I was playing, but it will be posted so you guys can see the gameplay. And then yeah, I think after that we wrapped it up with another voice actor panel, and pretty much that was Friday. So we went to a lot of panels, and unfortunately we didn't go to the rave on Friday because my sister had a friend that came from Ohio, and she actually had family that lives in Atlanta. So we took her home, and she Ubered her way back every single day. So that was good for her. So Saturday, we had more panels, of course. Again, I'm gonna post the panels here so you guys can see what kind of panels we went to. But of course, Sonic Cross Worlds, you know, one of the biggest tournaments there, and the most anticipated tournament for me to enter and do well. And of course, my boy Mr. Lag. I actually, when I was practicing Cross World, and I think this was on Friday, he comes up to me and just talks to me. I know of Mr. Lag, but I don't know what he looks like. So he comes up to me and was like, "Hey, are you playing the meta?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm playing the meta." He goes, "Oh, neat." I thought he was going to like roast me because it's a con, right? So I'm thinking like, you know, there's not a lot of like sweats. There are some sweats there, but not a ton of sweats. And I thought I was going to get flamed for like using it. I was practicing. So, yeah, it turned out it was Mr. Lack. He sat down, we played, and I immediately knew on our first race that his lines were like super optimal, super crispy. I was like, who is this guy? Like, he can't be some random, right? So we do a couple matches, and then he gets up and goes, "Hey, nice to meet you, I'm Mr. Lag." And I was like, "Oh my god!" And we talk and stuff like that. So amazing dude. But shout outs for him for getting first place at the tournament. The shock to nobody. You can go back and watch the stream for that, and of course I'll have gameplay on my channel for that too as well. So that's gonna be a different video. But yep, took home the trophy. So congrats to him. I got 7th. I kind of got messed up in the semifinals or whatever. Just very unfortunate things. I think I could have performed better, but it is what it is, right? So after that, Miss Avalon, she only had a 1-day pass. And again, she's a streamer that I tune in from time to time, and amazing personality. I love her to death. Super sweet. I don't think I've ever seen her out of like pocket or anything like that. She's always been so down to earth and just over the top, bubbly, sweet, and just kind. Love her hospitality. She's just super sweet. And she only had a 1-day pass. I wish she would have stayed the entire weekend because she would have just flat out loved it. So, but yeah, give Avalon a follow if you guys already have not. I'll leave some links in the description down below. But yeah, she's awesome, super amazing. So I'm glad she had a great time. And then we all went to the raid Saturday, and we, raided it up a little bit and stuff. Didn't stay super long, but like we raid for a bit. Unk gotta get some sleep, but no, it was great. So definitely check that out. Yeah, super fantastic. And that pretty much concludes Saturday. So Saturday was very, very awesome. A lot more tight knit like scheduling and stuff like that. But yeah, it was just a lot to do. It's just hard to squeeze in so many things from like 11 a.m. to like 8. Like, it's just so hard. But anyway, Sunday comes up. This is the final day. So yes, final day is here. I'm starting to get a little sad because there's no tomorrow. But most of our Sundays were just panels. I think we set into main stage for the most part because a lot of our panels are just like bangers, bangers, bangers. Of course, we had the amazing finals of the Segathon that happened in main stage. The audition, where we got these beautiful things. We're gonna talk about that. Cosplay contest, which, my god, the cosplay contest is just so unreal. Like the amount of work people put into just cosplay in general is just so underappreciated. And I learned this when I went to, I want to say it was TwitchCon 2017. I'll leave a plug in the link to that video. Check that out. Like, the cosplays there were just insane, right? And just because this is a smaller scale con, the cosplays are still nothing you should take from granted because these people put in their time and effort to make these cosplays, and it's just fantastic. Without cosplayers, your con experience will be a lot worse. Trust me. I've been to cons where there was like hardly any cosplays, and they don't hit the same, right? So always shout outs to the cosplayers. I really do appreciate you guys for bringing in such a hard work just to show it off, and have appreciation for that. And of course, it wraps up with the closing ceremony. Just some just a really fantastic con. Like, one thing I would say about the con in general is that if you just feel like you're part of like a small family, like, or I guess like a big family, it's just like the opening ceremony just felt so welcoming, and then the way they closed it, like thanking every single person, all the staffing, just giving shout outs, and just the amount of appreciation and hard work that was thanked by per person was just breathtaking. And it was just a great way to wrap up the end of the con. So yeah, it was just fantastic. And again, if you guys haven't been a Sonic Con, like, I feel like you guys don't have to be Sonic fans to appreciate the hard work and dedication that it takes to run Sonic Expo. And again, there's one in Dallas, and there's also one in Atlanta, and hopefully there's going to be more in the future. Hopefully it spreads. But I won't miss this con for the world, because it just means a lot to me. I'm a big Sonic fan. I feel like I'm lacking in the Sega direction, so I probably should play some more Sega games. But we definitely need to dive into more Sega things. That's not just Sonic, because there's a lot of good Sega games out there that's just amazing. Shout outs to Virtual Viper, where I play it as Honey. And yeah, I lost that game to get 5th place. So again, shout outs to the Suckathon. Again, I'll post it in my channel. And yeah, after that, Monday rolls around, we pack up all our stuff, and we just head back to Charlotte. So that's pretty much it. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love making videos like this. Sorry it took so long. When I got back from the con, I had no power for one day, and then the power actually knocked out my internet for about 4 days, so I couldn't really record or do anything. So yeah, that's why it took me so long to actually make this video. So again, thank you guys for all watching. I think this is the part of the video where I'll probably showcase all the pictures. So if you guys want to see the pictures kind of like in a slideshow type of fashion, feel free to check it out. But in the meantime, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and stay safe. Peace.
I wish I could hear anything you were saying. Everything is going out that way. So what I hear is...
That's what you say I always sound like.
Yes, that is.
I don't know what she said. All right.
I feel like we just saw each and every one of you. Yeah. Anybody we didn't see, stand up. Okay.
Oh my God.
Sega. Get ready in 3, 2, 1.
I think it's raining, right?
I have not left the hotel since